everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Hunger Games. No. Welcome everyone to the first ever Family Planning CEO PitchFest. We're here today with 10 of the best risk takers, most creative CEOs in our field who will share with you their idea for how we can accelerate progress in access to contraceptive services, supplies, and information in the next 2 years. So they'll be coming out in a minute. I also want to acknowledge our friends from AmplifyChange. Once our CEOs have pitched, they will join you in the audience, and then we'll be joined by 2 of our youth champions who have won the right to come and win an award for their pitch of under 2 minutes. So I'm going to right now ask my CEOs to come out and take their seats. Come on. Yeah. Get it. Hoop, holler. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, sorry, Jaclyn. Now, part of the fun of this is that you'll get to vote for who has the best idea. I mean, you can try and guess now just by how they're presenting themselves, but wait until you hear their 2-minute pitch. Okay, so you want to go to Poll Everywhere, and it's going to be a URL on the screens in just a second. Later. When it's time to vote, there'll be a Poll Everywhere URL. So maybe you can take out a little piece of paper or use your phone and make some notes about who you think is the best of these folks. So we're going to start with my friend, Pop Guy, who is the president and CEO of IntraHealth.
Thank you, Beth. Good evening, everybody. The joys of starting first. So my pitch is going to focus on what I would call the missing actors in this field. It's male. So my pitch is going to be on male engagement in family planning through available methods, available contraceptive methods, but also through personal commitment and active engagement. Because of their critical role in families and societies, our programs have put women at the centers of family planning programming. However, agencies like USAID and others are beginning to realize, or have realized, that a true engagement and a full engagement of men and women will yield far greater results and will help us accelerate progress toward family planning, help us meet our goals, and plus, maybe establish gender equality, maybe greater health and well-being, and make a dent in extreme poverty. Let me just share some quick facts. We know that contraceptive use in Africa is around on the average 33.5%. However, if you look at the combined prevalence of modern methods that are female control, it's about 26%. Do you know what the combined prevalence is of male-controlled methods? 2%. We could do better than that. So we need to make sure that men are involved. I see that my time is going to wrap up. So I would like to propose that right now we start the engagement by doing 3 things. Take this as a key programming area, increase availability, and create more demand for family planning, for male family planning contraception. I thank you.
I have the pleasure of introducing Karl Hoffman, President and CEO of PSI.
Thank you, Beth. My daughter was going to study abroad, and she was going to JFK Airport in New York, and she misjudged the security line. And she missed her flight, and she was panicked. But she took out her phone, she canceled that ticket, she rebooked her flight, she managed to get there for the first day of class, she saved her semester. That experience delighted her, and it delighted me. There was a great marketer who said, you know, it's no longer enough to satisfy your customer, you must delight them. Delighting our consumer through her experiences and her options could change the game in reproductive health and family planning in the next 2, 3, 5 years, if we embrace it. I mean, this conference is about family planning, obviously, and about contraception, but really, we've taken one of the most pleasurable, personal, amazing experiences that life gives us, sex, and we treat it in a very clinical fashion. And when that sex involves violence or coercion, we don't always avail ourselves of the best tool that we have in response, which is empathy. So by focusing on delight and empathy for our consumers, and particularly our young consumers, we will get better product development. Products that can delight consumers here in Rwanda, as well as my daughter in France, like a biodegradable implant, it's in product development, or FemBlock, a non-surgical permanent method. Look, our donor-funded work has allowed us to buy market share. We need to learn what it means to earn market share. Delight means putting the power where it belongs, in her hands and no longer in ours. Let's rediscover delight to revolutionize our work. Thank you.
Thank you, Karl. Very nice. Now I'm going to introduce you to Simon Cook, CEO of Marie Stopes International. And I'll bet he has some fans in the audience.
Very good. So I hope they're live streaming this at the Vatican, because I'm about to pitch something that even the Pope would agree to. At MSI, we truly believe that within 5 years, given the right conditions, we could eliminate all unsafe abortion anywhere in the world. How can we do this? First of all, a few facts, some of which you will be aware of already. First of all, there are 49 million abortions in developing countries each year. We know that in the least restricted and the most restricted countries, the incidence of abortion varies between 34 per thousand, 37 per thousand. So basically, the law, the state of the law, doesn't make any difference to whether abortion happens or not. It just changes the safety quotient. We know that 7 million women each year have complications as a result of unsafe abortion, and 23,000 of those sadly die. There are 25 million abortions which are classified as unsafe every year. So some governments we know have done a good job and changed the restrictions. The Nepalese government, South Africa has fairly unrestricted laws. Mexico City actually has a good policy and by having relatively good or lack of restrictions on abortion. Many countries, of course, continue to stigmatize and continue to restrict and prevent women getting safe access. So the 5 things we're going to do are the following. First of all, remove restrictions. We know it doesn't make it less safe. We know that it doesn't change anything except to put women at risk. Second, awareness. We know that where abortion is legal, many women don't know about it. The third, the choice, options, counseling, making sure there's no coercion. The fourth, we turn no one away because they cannot afford it. We have means to do this. And the fifth, truly, we democratize by making sure that safe abortion is available through MVA, through medical abortion, through quality provision. And finally, I have to do this, even though I'm going to get dragged off stage. It's very important that she decides. And I said that for Robin Gormer. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. So now I have the pleasure of introducing the person for whom the London Summit was her brainchild. Now, if she can outdo that in this presentation, I'll be very, very impressed. I'd like you to all put your hands together for Julia Bunting, President of the Population Council.
Imagine a world where 50% of the population don't bear almost 100% of the responsibility for family planning. Imagine a future where condom, withdrawal, vasectomy, and abstinence are not the only options available for men. The Population Council is working today to make that future a reality. Later this month, the Population Council and our partners will launch a phase 2B clinical trial to test a new contraceptive gel for men. The gel is reversible and has been designed to be easily used. It contains nesterone and testosterone to address some of the side effects that have undermined previous attempts to develop a male contraceptive. Our trial will be the first trial to enroll couples, some 400 couples around the world, because our trial will be the first trial to measure pregnancy prevention as the primary outcome measure. Modern methods of family planning have transformed the family planning community, many of those methods developed by my colleagues at the Population Council. And yet every year, some 85 million unintended pregnancies still occur. New methods of contraception have the ability to contribute to that. How do we truly accelerate progress towards gender equality and revolutionize family planning? We need to make new methods that work both for women and for men. I'm Julia Bunting, and I am the proud president of the Population Council.
Wow, okay. They get better and better, yeah? Do they get better and better? So now I'd like to introduce Jaclyn Lampe, RNW Media.
Imagine being a boy or a girl searching for information on sex. Which article would you read? Condom use prevents infections, or 10 ways to spice up your sex life with condoms? Hi, I'm Jaclyn Lampe. I'm CEO of RNW Media. I'm happy to introduce to you our digital program, Love Matters, and our game-changing innovation, Pleasure, the pleasure approach. Today's sex education is all about infections, illnesses, pregnancies, family planning, but young people search answers to questions like, how can I satisfy my girlfriend? How can I enjoy sex with my boyfriend? So they search online and they end up on porn sites. Porn today is a very important information source for sex education. So, do I need to fly into a panic attack? No. For Love Matters, porn is a very important gateway to sex education. For Love Matters, it's very important. It's an opportunity that young people look for pleasure. Our platforms give access to safe and healthy information so that those young people can make the right decisions in life to make sure they're healthy, they're happy, their lives matters, pleasure matters, love matters.
I really like that the last two speakers didn't have to get a rose. I'd like to now introduce my favorite Bangladeshi. He welcomed me there a couple of years ago. Mohammed Shahjahan is founding director and CEO of the Bangladesh Center for Communication Programs.
Thank you. I have three interrelated ideas. And as you know, people differ in perspectives. Likewise, many people perceive population as a burden, others as a great resource for development. With over 80 years lessons learned around the world, as family planning superhero, let us mobilize the community and help them to treat population as a resource, not a burden. What we need to do, we need to come up with a comprehensive, robust strategic plan for community engagement, community movement, involve youth in developing, designing, implementing, and measuring progress to achieve family planning vision. And second, family planning is no more a health issue, a development issue. Let us attach high importance to it and put family planning at a bigger frame and make inclusive programming and place it directly under the head of the government's portfolio rather than keeping it within 2-3 ministries. This will ensure productive partnership of all the key players. Let's also advocate for more private sector investment in family planning. And my third point, we have been trying our best preventing children to get married at an early age. But because of barriers like religious values, societal norms, poverty, security, superstition, etc., probably we are on a lost race on this issue. Therefore, let's stop preventing early marriage, rather focus more on delaying teenage pregnancy. Digitize family planning, make services handy, inspire teenagers, and promote modern contraceptives with rights and choice-based approaches. Thank you.
Okay, now put your hands together for Isaiah Omahabe, Project Director of Hasey's Health Initiative. Let's give him a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present an opportunity for us to transform the lives of women, young people, and everybody in Africa to lead a healthy and productive life. I'm going to tell you the story of Sade, my best friend in secondary school. She was also the most brilliant student in class. I co-founded AC in 2007 while I was almost graduating from the university. 2 years after starting AC Health Initiative, we went into a community and I saw Sade. Sade was poorly dressed. She was very shy to approach me. I could recognize her from very much distance, and I called to her name. And she said, "Isaiah, you have gone really far, I can see." I asked her, "What has happened to you, Sade?" She said, "I have 3 kids now." I said, "How?" She said, "I don't know, but some way, somehow, my life has been slowed down because of this." Sade wanted to become a computer scientist while we were in school. This story of Sade represents the story of many young people in Nigeria, and not just only girls, even boys. But there is this big opportunity that we all ignore, the mobile phone. Nigeria today has over 20 million subscriptions of smartphones. If we can leverage on this platform, we can transform the life of young people to help them to become fantastic advocates, have access to information that can transform their life. We could also turn them to champions that collect information. And most importantly, we could help them drive advocacy and accountability. When young people have the power to report and advocate, they can transform their stories in remarkable ways. and we can have a healthy, just, and sustainable society, not just for young people, but for women and everyone. Thank you very much.
Some of you know her by her work in PMA 2020, but others know her as Elizabeth Omahabe, Managing Director of the Center for Research, Evaluation Resources, and Development. She has a special image that we're going to run now.
Mommy, bye bye. Daddy, bye bye. In 9 months' time.
You've just seen the end of a video that shows a young couple going home with a mission. They want to make 2 babies, a boy and a girl, immediately. In fact, they promised everybody that in 9 months they will be back with a boy and a girl. So my pitch is to ask you, who owns a woman's womb? Every Nigerian woman is born with a womb. I mean, most of us. But that womb actually belongs to the community, to her family. And what is a wedding ceremony? A wedding ceremony just tells the community that this womb that I was born with is being transferred to another family, from my family to another family that I call my in-laws. And what do those in-laws want? First thing, they want proof that womb is functional. Second, they want proof. Third, they want proof. So while the couple is generating evidence about the functionality of that womb, they are not going to listen to family planning. They are actually planning their families. They are making those babies. So what do we do? What's going to change things in the next 5 years? Focus on young people before they get married, before their families notice that womb and claim it. Yes.
So now we have the distinct privilege and honor of welcoming to the stage, or to the mic, Her Excellency Toyin Aki, Founder President of Wellbeing Foundation Africa.
Hi everybody, and I'm really happy to be here. My name is Toyin, and I'm here to talk to you about dolls. Yes, you heard right, dolls. D-O-L-L-S. Dolls that have lifelike skin, and dolls that have organs inside them that are anatomically correct. Most of you as medical students would have been given a cadaver in your first year to practice what you're being taught on. And part of that practice is implanting contraceptive devices and removing contraceptive devices. But that is not true for the medical students in my country, Nigeria. Nigeria has a very low contraceptive prevalence rate of about 19%, and this is partly because medical workers aren't comfortable using implantable devices. At the Wellbeing Foundation Africa, which I run, I have a partnership with the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene and Johnson & Johnson, and we train health workers using anatomical, lifelike models. I have heard a midwife cry with relief that she now knows how to put a coil in, how to bring out a coil, how to implant a levonorgestrel in an arm, and how to evacuate a placenta. I have had a doctor declare to me confidently that he now knows how to do an episiotomy. We have reached 47,000 in about a year, but I would like to reach every single health worker in Nigeria at a pre-service level through the 97 schools of nursing and midwifery and through the colleges of medicine. Please help us do this. Thank you.
And now we have one of our most newly minted CEO, the founder and director of Population Works Africa, Stephanie Camus.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for Gates Institute for letting me hijack this pitch fest. I hope you don't regret inviting me soon. My pitch is more of a PSA to all of us working, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, and that's about ensuring that the women that we consider beneficiaries of most of our family planning programs become the partners, advisors, consultants, and leadership staff who are developing, implementing, and monitoring family planning programming across the continent. So if you are a decision maker in this space about budgets, about who's going to do what, work allocation, can you raise your hand? CEOs, directors, presidents. I have 3 questions for you. Number 1, do you listen to Black women when they share their ideas, but also their concerns about family planning programming they find problematic, racist, or elitist? Do you hire Black women when thinking about implementing family planning programs that are intended to benefit their own communities? And do you trust Black women to not only implement field projects, but lead in your foundations and I got thrown off. And lead in your foundations and your governments and your programs? I think all of us are about elevating the Black woman in this space, and we have to relinquish some power to that Black woman before we can see a change in the family planning sector. Thank you.
All right. So as they put up the slide for Poll Everywhere and you start putting it in, I'm going to give each CEO the mic. They're going to say their number and one word so you remember what they said, because it was very difficult for me to remember from the beginning to the end. One word that summarizes your thing. And actually, I'm going to start with Stephanie, and so Pop can think about it a little bit more. So you're number 10.
One word.
Or one phrase.
Black woman.
Yep, go ahead.
Life like dolls.
Number 10. 9. 8. Young people before their wombs are taken.
7. Mobile technology.
6. Inspire teenagers.
5. Pleasure approach.
4. Male contraception.
2 words. 3. Choice.
2. Delight. And 1. Male engagement.
Okay, do we have the URL? Everybody putting it in your smartphone or in your computer or wherever you are. Start voting. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, somebody vote for the ones who aren't getting voted for. Come on. They'll be so sad. Wow. It's really humbling, isn't it, to see the votes coming up as you're sitting here watching? I'm really glad I'm not on the list. Oh, wow. How much longer, my friends? They want it longer a little bit, Kelly.
Where's the Florida vote?
Here,
Hi everyone, if you're trying to figure out what the code word is for the app, ICFP.
So respond at pollev.com, ICFP. Ten more seconds. All right, you people have to learn how to text faster, please. Text it. All right, Kelly is asking me to speed it up. Okay, we're going to do a countdown. All of those who have already voted, let's start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I sincerely apologize to those of you who weren't able to vote. But in this contest, the CEOs don't get any money. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. They do get prizes. And so I would like our winner, was it number 4? I'd like Julia Bunting to join me. You can definitely have the rose, but no. No, you have to. Do you have any words to say? Do you want to thank God and your family and your agent, all your fellow CEOs?
I want to thank my fellow CEOs. I want to thank my team. I particularly want to thank Karl, who gave me a handkerchief when I nearly fainted behind the scenes.
It was a total ruse. You were so far ahead.
But I want to thank the women and the men around the world who recognize that family planning saves lives. And I want to thank everybody here who's part of that movement.
So, come on, I'm introducing now our presenters, Carolina Salmaron and Levi Singh. Carolina works with me at the Gates Institute on Population and Reproductive Health at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. And Levi is a UNFPA youth advisor in South Africa. All right. I'd like the top banana. The top banana can come to me right now. She said, no, you can present it to her. She's got it. The top banana, does she Kelly, is it only the bananas that she gets? Okay. And the coffee, bananas and coffee. Top banana, Julia Bunting. Everybody, let's give her a round of applause as the winner. We'd like a photo with all of our brilliant CEOs. Please come with Julia. Julia, you can't leave yet. Julia, come back. We want one big picture with everybody. So if you'd come right here, photo. Lovely. Scooch in. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, pictures are over. Round of applause, please. They're all stellar. They all did a fabulous job. Yes, you're welcome. And Rola Kaduri, Fund Director of AmplifyChange, will now take the mic from me and be the mistress of ceremonies for our next segment.
So much, Beth. Thank you. So, this is the moment we put youth voices on the stage. Hello, everybody. I want to take you back to the opening ceremony. we were asked to be disruptive and bold, and we were asked to nurture youth leaders, to go to the hardest places. We at Amplify Change do just that, and we put money behind it. We support grassroots organizations who work in the most difficult places. We don't just give them money, we give them organizational support. And we're seeing the results in stronger social movements. So, we're a multi-donor challenge fund. We've got 500 projects in 58 countries, all grassroots organizations. And we believe they are the best advocates for what we collectively want to achieve in sexual and reproductive health and rights. On Monday, at the Youth Pre-conference, we held a live pitch event. We had 100 applicants, and an independent panel of judges selected the winners. I have the two top finalists here today. So I'm just going to make it clear, they have already been successful. They will get 20,000 euros each for their organizations to implement sexual and reproductive health advocacy projects. What you can do today is double that. Your vote will enable us to say the best pitch gets 40,000 euros, therefore scaling up their work. So who do I have here today? I have proof, actually, that you can work in the most difficult contexts, and this was not set up. I have Mariama from Niger. And I have Priska from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Please join me in welcoming Mariama to introduce to you her big idea for sexual and reproductive health and rights. Just to say, both young ladies are going to speak in French, so if you have headsets, please use them, but we do have translation available as well.
Hello.
Bonsoir à tous. C'est un réel plaisir pour moi d'être parvenu à ce stade de la compétition d'Amplify Change, que je remercie beaucoup d'ailleurs. Je suis Abdougado Mariama, j'ai 21 ans, je suis étudiante en médecine et je suis la présidente du réseau des jeunes ambassadeurs pour la santé de la reproduction et la planification familiale au Niger.
Hello everybody, my name is Mariam. I'm from Niger, I'm 21 years old, and I'm a member of the Youth Ambassador on Reproductive Health and Family Planning in Niger. It's a pleasure to be among you.
J'ai l'honneur de vous présenter le projet qui me permet d'être devant vous ce soir. C'est un plaidoyer à l'endroit des leaders religieux jeunes dans mon pays. Il s'agit pour nous de les amener à accepter l'intégration de l'éducation à la santé de la reproduction des adolescents et jeunes dans les écoles et dans les activités de sensibilisation à l'endroit des adolescents et jeunes d'ici décembre 2019.
Okay, it's an honor, a big honor for me to be here for presenting to you this proposal, because it's an advocacy that we are going to aim young religious leaders in my country so that we can work in order to integrate education to reproductive health for adolescents and young people within school and during sensitization and awareness campaigns.
Ceci dans le cadre de créer un environnement favorable à l'éducation de la santé de la reproduction des adolescents et jeunes.
That will help us to create a propitious environment for promoting education for adolescents and young people reproductive health.
Vous devez savoir que dans mon pays, la religion majoritaire est l'islam à plus de 90%. Et les coutumes et traditions ont un poids énorme.
I would like to tell you that the most practiced religion in my country is Islam, and it's practiced by more than 90% of the population, and traditions, customs are a heavy burden for us.
C'est ce qui rend l'information sur la santé sexuelle et reproductive difficile, surtout quand il s'agit des adolescents et jeunes.
That makes accessing to information related to sexual and reproductive health very difficult, especially when it's about adolescent and young people.
Les adolescents et jeunes de moins de 24 ans dans mon pays représentent plus de 67% de la population. Alors, devons-nous les laisser sans information? Non.
Adolescents and young people below 24 in my country represent more than 67%. Should we abandon them without information?
En ce sens, le Niger connaît des avancées remarquables depuis 2014 en matière d'éducation complète à la sexualité.
In this context, my country, Niger, has acknowledged a lot of progress since 2014 concerning education to reproductive health of adolescents and young people.
Les efforts des différents acteurs nous ont permis de reformuler le concept en éducation à la santé de la reproduction des adolescents et jeunes pour faciliter l'acceptation.
Different initiatives by various partners have allowed us to redefine the concept of reproductive health for adolescents and young people in order to make acceptance by the community much easier.
C'est ainsi que la coalition dont nous sommes membres a appuyé le gouvernement dans l'élaboration d'une feuille de route pour l'éducation à la santé de la reproduction des adolescents et jeunes qui a été validée et adoptée par les ministères sectoriels concernés, les ONG locales et internationales, les leaders religieux adultes et nous, les jeunes ambassadeurs.
This is how the coalition I'm a member of. I've worked with the government in order to create a roadmap that has been accepted, validated, and by sectorial ministry, by adult religious leaders and young ambassadors.
Mais dans tout ça, on se demande où sont les leaders religieux jeunes,
But now the question is, where are young religious leaders?
Sachant qu'ils sont très nombreux dans mon pays et qu'ils sont très influents. Il faut alors que nous les impliquions.
As we know that in my country, those young religious leaders are numerous and they are very influential.
Les leaders religieux jeunes sont le meilleur vecteur pour le changement de comportement et de normes sociales.
Young religious leaders are the best asset for changing of behavior and social norms.
Ils pourront mobiliser leurs pairs en permettant un engagement remarquable de cette frange influente, car étant présents dans la quasi-totalité des écoles, mais également dans le milieu communautaire.
They will influence their peers because they are very influent, whether in schools, whether in communities, and they are very measured.
Pour mener à bien notre plaidoyer, nous allons utiliser une méthode AFP Smart et un comité de gestion sera mis en place pour le pilotage des activités.
To succeed our advocacy, we will use AFP Smart, and there is a technical committee that will be set for following up activities.
Je tiens également à préciser que personnellement, j'ai une expérience avec les leaders religieux, car ayant été moi-même membre d'une organisation religieuse dans ma faculté.
Personally, I would like to tell that I've got an experience related to young religious leaders because myself, I was a member of a community of young religious leaders.
Parmi les activités que nous comptons mener, je peux citer l'élaboration d'un argumentaire religieux focalisé sur les besoins des jeunes qui servira d'outil d'échange avec les jeunes leaders religieux et également la mise en place d'un comité technique religieux inclusif avec les leaders religieux autour d'une feuille de route.
Okay, sorry.
I've been too long. Right?
Too long.
Okay. Parmi les activités que nous allons mener, je peux citer l'élaboration d'un argumentaire religieux focalisé sur les besoins des jeunes qui servira d'outil d'échange avec les leaders religieux.
Okay, among the activities that we are going to do, the first thing is that we are going to set an argumentary based on the religious beliefs, and that will help us to walk through the roadmap.
Et un comité technique jeune, inclusif avec les leaders religieux jeunes, sera mis en place autour d'une feuille de route.
And there is a religious technical committee, inclusive technical committee working with adolescents, young people that will work on the roadmap.
Et je terminerai en disant en avant pour l'éducation à la santé de la reproduction des adolescents et jeunes. Je vous remercie.
I will end up by saying go, 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 everybody, for reproductive health of adolescents and young people. Go, go.
Merci, Mariama. Thank you all for your patience. I should have a red rose. I think I'm going to call on stage now Priska, please, from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Bonsoir à tous. Je suis Priska des Ailes du Cœur. Notre mission est de promouvoir le leadership des jeunes dans le développement et la santé sexuelle et reproductive. J'ai 22 ans.
Hello, everybody. My name is Priska from Les Ailes du Cœur NGO. Our mission is to promote leadership of young and adolescents related to development and reproductive health, especially. I'm 22 years old.
Je me tiens devant vous parce que j'aimerais vous partager une triste réalité dans mon pays. 12 millions de préadolescentes, adolescentes et jeunes filles ont besoin d'éducation sur la gestion de l'hygiène menstruelle. Aussi, elles ont une difficulté d'accès aux produits d'hygiène menstruelle car ceux-ci coûtent un prix hors de portée. Mais encore, elles n'ont pas les infrastructures adaptées à leurs besoins.
Okay, I'm in front of you tonight because I'd like to share something that really shocked me. In my country, DRC, there are more than 12 millions of pre-adolescents, adolescents, and young girls who are facing three great challenges. The first of all, they are not enough educated as far as menstrual health management is concerned. Secondly, they don't have easy access to menstrual health management products because the cost is very, very high. And third, facilities adapted to their needs are not accessible to.
Alors, l'objectif de mon plaidoyer est de contribuer à la mise en place d'un cadre institutionnel de positionnement de l'hygiène menstruelle comme une priorité dans la santé de la reproduction en RDC.
The objective of my proposal is to contribute in creating a propitious environment in DRC for the promotion of menstrual health management as a priority in reproductive health in DRC.
Alors, comme nous le savons tous, l'hygiène menstruelle contribue efficacement à l'atteinte des objectifs de développement durable et que toute la planification familiale repose essentiellement d'abord sur la connaissance de son cycle menstruel.
As we all know, please, can you take it
Comme
back?
nous le savons tous, l'hygiène menstruelle contribue à l'atteinte des ODD.
Okay, as we all know, menstrual health management contributes to reaching sustainable development goals. And apart from this, all the methods of family planning are based on the knowledge of the menstrual cycle.
Alors, vous vous demandez sûrement comment est-ce que l'on pourra y arriver. Voici comment est-ce que nous allons y arriver. Ça fait déjà 2 ans que nous travaillons avec le réseau des jeunes parlementaires de la RDC. Nous avons un partenariat avec eux. Je souligne que le réseau des jeunes parlementaires est un réseau qui regroupe plus de 70 députés et sénateurs jeunes en RDC.
You may wonder how we are going to reach this goal, succeed in our mission. But let me inform you that we have been working since the last two years with a commission, a network of young parliament members and senators. There are more than 70.
Alors, qu'est-ce que nous allons faire? Nous allons encore les impliquer afin qu'ensemble, nous puissions mettre en place une coalition de 50 organisations des jeunes, un pool de 50 plaideurs, et aussi mener une campagne visant à atteindre environ 8 millions de congolais à travers les médias sociaux, mais mieux encore, mener 12 activités de plaidoyer qui puissent atteindre successivement les autorités ministérielles, les autorités religieuses, sanitaires et scolaires.
Okay, one more time, we are going to work with the network of young parliament members and senators in GRC, so that together we are going to involve them and we are going to accomplish the following. First of all, we are going to set a coalition of 50 youth-led organizations. Then we'll train 50 young advocates for doing 12 advocacy sessions, and we are going to launch a campaign, an awareness campaign on social networks for reaching almost 8 million of people.
Alors, vous vous demandez sûrement qu'est-ce que nous voulons faire exactement avec ces personnes. Ce que nous voulons, c'est qu'il y ait l'examen et l'adoption d'une loi priorisant l'hygiène menstruelle en RDC. Et cela va amener à ce qu'il y ait enfin un programme national de serviettes hygiéniques pour les écolières et aussi la réduction des taxes sur les produits d'hygiène menstruelle.
Okay, the final outcome of our proposal is that working with those members of parliament will allow us to see the discussion or consideration of a bill or a law based on menstrual health management priorization at the parliament, so that through this we'll see two consequences. First of all, the reduction of taxes concerning MHM products in DRC, and the creation of a national program for pads.
Alors, vous vous demandez qu'est-ce qui va nous emmener là? Pour finir, nous allons profiter, nous allons capitaliser les élections qui se préparent bientôt en RDC, qui commencent déjà la semaine prochaine, pour impliquer les candidats députés nationaux et provinciaux afin qu'ils puissent inscrire la question de l'hygiène menstruelle dans leur agenda respectif. Mesdames et messieurs, je remets entre vos mains le destin de 12 millions d'adolescentes et jeunes filles congolaises. Merci.
Okay, you may wonder, what is our strategy? Our strategy is that we are going to take benefit of the opportunity that elections are coming soon in DRC. Next week they start. During this campaign, we will involve future members of the parliament so that they can subscribe this question among their campaign, electoral campaign. So, ladies and gentlemen, in your hands, I leave the destiny, the fate of 12 million of adolescents and young people in DRC.
Merci, Presca. Thank you, and thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. So, I think we have the same voting system as before. I'm hoping it's going to come up on screen so we know the number to call. And just to remind you, each organization gets 20,000 euros anyway. You have the ability to up it to 40,000. We'll give it some time. I need to be told how long we're going to keep it open. Okay. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's very close. Oh. So I think it's open for 1 minute. We probably still have another 20 seconds. Oh. It's very close. We've got 20 seconds left. Okay, we're going to call it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stop voting. if you don't mind, given that it's so close, and I'm not a demographer, I will bow down to others more expert than me. Given that it's so close, I think we're going to give each of these inspirational women $30,000 each. Please. A big congratulations to you both. I think you've done very, very well. And thank you, everyone, and to ICFP. Oh, and look, we get banana and coffee. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
So while they're taking their photos, I want to thank everyone for being a part of the first ever Family Planning Pitch Fest, and I hope we'll do it again next time. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. Mic drop.